Hello, Professor. This is Daniel Goodrum with my sprint update for the week. I'm going to start by going over the terrain iterator that I fixed. Um, uh, Pretty straightforward. When it goes to iterate through, it calls a new one. It feeds in the terrain model and the object that it wants to use as its reference. Just to get the size of the footprint of the object, and then it goes through and it gets an AABB that's the beginning, and then this function here not end. I was trying to do an overridden not equals operator. I couldn't get it to work, just like I couldn't get the plus plus operator to work, so I did it a little differently. So the is end, it just figures out if it's the last box, which I can do that in a much simpler code, so I'm going to fix that in a minute. I just noticed that, sorry. And then it just to get next, it adjusts the temp ABB here to the ABB coordinates for the next box. It then tests that again, that ABB against the bounding sphere. If it is true, then it goes in here and it shows it, and then it tests again. I'm going to rearrange this, I think, so that it does this first, and then if this is true, it does this. If not, then it'll do that, because it gives some weird, occasionally you'll get multicolored spheres. And then here, if it's not touching, then it'll do this. So pretty straightforward. It works fine. I finally got my playback to work correctly. I did a couple of things. I did the for saving it, I did the like a load in place type deal where it puts all of them into a buffer and then saves all of that entire buffer to the file at once. So here it goes through, writes everything to this buffer right here, and then it just writes the entire thing here. Oh, I also need to free that. But and then it works fine. But what I had to do, because I was trying it again with int and that didn't work at all, so I changed the format for it to doubles, and that made everything work. So I don't know why. If you look at the numbers, everything lines up perfectly for the entire file. I did like a 5-minute test and everything worked just fine. So I'm gonna play back right now, and it'll show you the playback mode working correctly and the spheres all working correctly. As you can see, sometimes if the spheres are touching and then not touching, it doesn't change the sphere to blue. So that's why I'm gonna rearrange those color, or rearrange the logic in that, and then you can see the boxes visualizing also. So everything is working as far as that goes. So now I just need to make a major push for my actual game, and my I still got to work on the bariatric coordinates. So other than that, that's it. Thank you.